There it is. Hi, Jen. Let's see who else shows up. Dang cats. I'm knocking everything off over on my table. There you go. Now you can see down the hallway better. It is like really creepy quiet here. So how are you doing, Jen? That wasn't supposed to happen. There we go. I'm doing all right. Doing better now that somebody's actually here. Last week was just a complete bust. 5 minutes waiting and no one showed. Thank you. Would you like the link so you can come up? I can send it to you on Twitter. Ugh. Oh, yeah, it's no fun when your computer acts up. I almost thought I was going to have to cancel this. My computer died somehow. Like, I've been doing swag bucks during the day so that I can get, Amazon gift cards because I found a computer, or not computer, yeah, now you know, a cell phone holding thing so that I can mount it, well, not mount it, but clip it to my cabinets so I could do cooking videos. But my computer died and I didn't think it was going to work. And somehow it got unplugged from the wall. I think the blonde's starting to soak into my brain. So what's going on with your computer now? I thought you guys got it fixed. Ew. That's never fun when you don't know what's wrong with it. Who else can I send out a link to? Is Boomer still alive? Boomer is still alive, and so isn't Clown. Dang. I think that is the most people I've ever seen go live on my list. Like, ever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people. Keeps crashing and freezing up. I tried to get on JoJo Walker's panel and couldn't. Ooh. That's not fun. Well, didn't JoJo go live on D Live or something like that? Isn't that like a totally different program? Hi, Anna. Ouch. No, through Zoom. Hi, Fallen. Fallen, would you like the link and come up? Same thing with you, Anna. I'll send it to you on Twitter. Hi, Pam. Yay, people are showing. Could it be a problem with Zoom, maybe? I don't use Zoom, so like I've only been on Zoom like 2, maybe 3 times. I have it downloaded. I just never really used it. Oh, and you don't do it through your cell phone either. Dang. Yay, I like when people tweet me out. You guys should see me when I'm sitting on the couch at home. Hi, Julie. Ooh, Julie, I will send you the link because I know you'll come up. Let's see. When was the last time I talked to you, Julie? There it is. Paste. Sent. Julie, I sent you the link so you can come up. Don't mind me if I keep looking around. My one cat is in heat, and she keeps cooing at me. She doesn't meow. She coos. It's just a matter of getting the money up. I might actually do that with taxes coming in. We don't plan on breeding her anyways, so, and she's 3 years old. I would love to breed her because she's a pure black cat, and yeah, it's rare to find a pure black cat. You know, usually they have a few little specks of white somewhere in there. When she was a kitten, she had like 3 on her chest area, but they went away. She's adorable. Hi, Chief. I sent you a link. And don't tell me you don't do lives because you were live the other day and I was chatting. Ow. So is anyone coming up? I'm assuming Julie's probably starting up her computer because she probably hasn't been on it all day. I live on my computer. There's Julie. Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm
Good.
really happy when I stepped on the scale today and realized I lost 10 pounds from last month.
Well, good for you.
Don't know how I'm doing it, but somehow I managed to do it.
Well, good. Good for you.
Yeah, I'm exactly 2 pounds heavier than my best friend right now. So I need to lose like 3 pounds so that I'm lighter than her, and I can pick on her because she was picking on me today.
Oh, who's all in here? I said hi to Jen. Oh, Chief's in here.
Yep.
Hi, Chief. Hi, Anna.
Yeah, I said Chief and Canadian and that paranormal chick, Lynx. I wasn't sure what you were doing, so because I know you and your husband have been in and out of the hospital lately, mostly him. Which, by the way, how is your hubby?
He's been doing a lot better.
Yeah?
So, yep.
That's good.
Yep.
Well, Jen, if you quit snacking on streams, it would help. Just a little. I think that's my biggest thing is I quit all the snacking.
Yeah, snacking makes a big difference. You don't realize how many calories you get snacking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when I decided to start counting my calories again and realized I'd gone way over one day, I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do that no more. Well, quit eating all that damn fried bread.
Yeah, that Bannock.
Yeah, now that I know what Bannock is, I just call it fried bread.
I do Weight Watchers, and I've lost between what I lost on my own before I started in Weight Watchers, I've lost about 115 pounds.
Nice.
So, but it's been, it's taken a while. It doesn't come off quick, but
yeah, that's
the way you should do it, though.
Yeah, I actually need to get more water.
Water helps.
Yeah, at one point I had 9 of these bottles. They're quite large bottles, too.
Yeah, they are.
25.4 fluid ounces. I love the Monster. So I'll drink a Monster every once in a while, and I'll have the bottle, and I'll reuse the bottle, and reuse the bottle, and reuse the bottle until they stink.
What's Fred? I'm confused.
Yes, Chief, I speak English. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Ugh. My eyes feel so weird today. I think it's time to take my makeup off. Actually, Jen, you want to know what I drink? Because I don't like plain water all the time.
What?
Meet George Jetson.
Oh, you heard that?
I am not going to Canada to be a bingo caller. Jen, this is what I drink.
Oh, you put drops in the water?
Oh, yeah.
What flavor is that?
This one is strawberry pineapple. I was just drinking limeade, which is a little weird, but it's okay. I think this stuff has been what's helping me lose the weight, honestly.
Because it adds flavor to the water. It makes you drink more.
It's also apple cider.
Oh, it's apple cider.
Yeah, it's apple cider vinegar.
How'd you get that? It must be Walmart. It's great
Yep.
value. Where is that at? Over where?
You know where you get like the other squirt stuffs?
Like
in
the
with the
drinks?
Yeah, it's in with like the Kool-Aids and the Crystal Light.
Okay.
It's in over there. I had seen this one first and tried it. I went through a bottle in like a week and a half.
So it's apple.
It's
vinegar.
apple cider vinegar, strawberry pineapple.
Okay. Try to remember that.
Yeah, I like mine really strong, so it's weird.
Oh, I do too. Because I have to have flavor.
Yeah.
I can drink water, but when I drink my water, it's got to be cold, not room temperature. I cannot handle.
Like Pam says, oh, those are good and makes it drink more.
Yeah, definitely. It helps a lot. Hi, Pam.
Yeah, Jen, go to Walmart, grab one. Unfortunately, they only come in the big bottles, which are 2.97 fluid ounces, but it's well worth it because one of these will give me like 20-ish of these. So that's not bad. And there's supposed to be 22 servings in this bottle.
Yeah.
So that's not bad.
And I'm sure they're not that expensive if it's Walmart.
Here they're like almost $4. But
you're in New York.
You know, I'm in the most taxed state in the US.
I live in Iowa, so they're probably not as much.
Yeah.
The other bingo caller got arrested for calling too loud. Are you kidding me? You think they'd get in trouble for not calling them loud enough? Are you serious?
I just saw that.
That's hilarious.
Don't mind me for picking at my eye. I have a chunk of mascara that is like irritating the crap out of me. Okay, that's better.
What is it? Meal sweet tea.
Yeah, if anyone likes the Crystal Lights, I do not suggest drinking the sweet tea unless you can water it down more. It's really, really strong tasting. Like they tried way too hard to make it sweet. Like something that should make only a 2-quart jug will make a gallon. Type sweet. It's gross. Give me a minute. I'll be right back.
I like to drink. I can't think what it is. It's not Gatorade. It's in a bottle that looks like it. Oh, can't think what it's called. But it's good. I think it's similar to Gatorade, but I can't remember what it's called. Maybe Mary knows.
What?
I like to drink. It's similar to Gatorade. It comes
Powerade?
in. Yes.
My son
Powerade,
drinks Powerade.
the grape. I love it.
Oh, I can't do any flavor like that.
Oh, I love it.
I can't do grape at all.
Oh, I love grape.
Like I can eat grapes. Grapes I'm great with. I can't do grape juice. I can't do grape jelly. I can't do grape soda. None of that. Although it's weird because I actually make this amazing barbecue sauce that has grape jelly in it.
Yeah. I've always liked the grape popsicles. When you get the popsicles, they're different. I always like the grape ones.
There's only 5 calories per serving in Crystal Light. In any of them. I know because I drink the strawberry orange banana, the raspberry green tea, and the peach mango tea. And I drink the original raspberry tea too.
Okay.
A lot of people do it. It's actually not that good for you.
What?
Drinking a lot of Powerade.
I don't drink a lot.
Stuff like that. It's actually not all that healthy for you.
I don't drink a lot. I drink one every
few days.
Yeah. Maybe one a week.
Yeah.
It's just when I get tired of drinking something else, I'll have one of something else,
I drink the lemonade and make a whole gallon with it, but I put a cup of sugar in it.
Jen.
Wow.
That reminds me when I was a kid, the big thing, I was a kid. So I'm 52. So I was a kid back in the 70s, and the big thing was Kool-Aid.
Yep.
And made it with pour the sugar in it and mix it with the mix. That was, didn't know any different. Or Tang.
That was like sour lemonade. Jen, what is wrong with you? Sour lemonade is the best.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't make your pucker, it ain't worth it.
Another thing we always had was Tang. That was a big thing when I was a kid.
I can't do Tang. I can't do Tang, and I can't do something.
We didn't know any different when we were kids. That was a big thing back then because I was astronauts, back in the...
Yeah.
That was... Yeah.
Yeah, drink your Tang. You could be an astronaut.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a big thing.
Oh, for all you ladies, say goodbye to the blonde hair. It's going purple tomorrow.
Cool. That's going to take a while.
No, actually, I've got purple hair dye in the bathroom. I've been saving it. I was going to do, like, the purple on top and then fade it into black, but I ain't got time to wait for that.
I like purple.
No, Chief, I've already had pink hair. And if you go through my Facebook profile pictures, you'll actually see it as pink. I went luscious raspberry, and it faded down into a peachy pink. Worst hair color for me. Chief, I'm 36 years old, and I haven't had a gray hair yet. And all these roots are natural. I make people jealous because I haven't had any gray hair yet.
I've had like maybe 2, like it right in here.
Yeah. Just don't pull them because then they'll multiply.
No, I don't. I'm 52 years old, so I can't
You don't stress
complain.
a whole lot, do you?
Huh?
You don't stress a whole lot, do you?
Try not to. I mean, I do about some things, but I don't know.
Yeah, pretty soon I'm not going to have to stress about much. Hubby filed his taxes today, so I'm getting $300 for clothes shopping.
Cool. Did you ever get your car fixed?
We are slowly getting it fixed. We actually have a gigantic box in the living room. Yeah, I can't even reach back far enough to show how big the box is. It's the AC compressor or condenser.
So you have all the parts. You just need to get it done.
The AC compressor, no, excuse me, AC condenser was the biggest thing other than the bumper.
Jen.
46. I just colored mine. It's my son's fault for turning 19. Okay, so how many people are in here? 6, according to StreamYard, and 8 people have liked it.
Let's see. I can't get down to the thing to like it. Oh, it's probably because I came in through. Because I'm up on panel.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I can do it on my phone. Do it that way. There's more than one ways to skin a cat. Right?
Yeah.
There. I
At
just
least
did.
that's what I've been told.
I just did.
Okay, so I actually came up with this idea last week, and I really wanted to talk about it. Everyone talks about a haunting in Connecticut.
Oh, yeah?
You know, even with it being, made into a major movie. But what about a haunting in Georgia? That hasn't been made into a movie other than the documentary. Let's not skin the cat.
I wouldn't do that. I love kitties. My kitty's back here. Gets here.
She's back there somewhere.
She's in her cubby back there. My pillow's hiding her. So, haunting in Georgia?
Yeah. Like, I rewatched the documentary last week, because I haven't watched it in a while, even though I own it. I own the double pack with A Haunting in Connecticut and A Haunting in Georgia. And I haven't watched the documentary in a while. And I was watching it because it came onto my husband's YouTube channel, after watching a whole bunch of random slapped hams and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? No one really talks about A Haunting in Georgia. It was a family that was haunted by another family, essentially.
Wow.
Pam, you should totally explore that house before you take off.
I would.
In Connecticut.
I would definitely do that.
I would love to go in that house.
No kidding. I'd go with you. I live there.
Yeah.
So is that a movie that you can watch?
The documentary? Oh, yeah. You can watch it on YouTube.
So, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I have to watch that. I didn't know about it.
I got thinking, how would people actually handle that? Like the whole haunting and possession and stuff like that, how each person would react. It's definitely a an interesting conversation piece. Oh, private owned now. They might let you explore it.
Yeah, possible.
If you just go in and simply knock on the door and explain, that you're trying to do a YouTube channel, you'll help them take down any personal pictures, stuff like that. Oh, wow. They have gates up and all. Whew.
Ooh,
Okay, never mind.
probably not then.
Yeah, I guess not.
That's a bummer.
I'm one of those weird people that I would still try. I would try at least once.
Yeah, if you could get through the gate.
Well, I would be courteous, and send them a letter in the mail, if you know the address, which that's actually said. I gotta get moving on. I gotta get moving on my YouTubers get together and all my locations I want to do. And, so much to do before the beginning of April. Boomer D and I are actually trying to collaborate on a couple of different videos. Kind of sucks that he lives so far away, but
Where's he live at?
he is like 40-ish minutes away from me. He lives in Elmira.
Okay.
But he used to live here in Ithaca, so
Still though, 40 miles. That's not bad.
well, that's good that they've had no hauntings then.
They say they've had none, but have they really?
Yeah, there's always that possibility. Just that one possibility. Nope, not that picture. This picture. There's this house that Boomer and I want to try to explore together. There we go. That's a little bit.
So that's supposedly haunted?
I don't know if it's haunted or not, but it's abandoned.
Oh, okay.
And it's been empty for at least 15-ish years.
That's a long time.
And it was built back in like the 40s or something like that, from what I was told. So, hey, there's always some sort of possibility.
Yeah.
They probably got tired of all the vandals and people who do seances. They downplay it since movie was released. Yeah. Although apparently you can go to Rhode Island and actually visit the house where The Conjuring actually happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So apparently that's going to happen in the next few years for me and hubby. Because, yeah, that's just awesome. This year, everyone was joking when I first started YouTube about doing the YouTube get-together, just big barbecue type thing. I'm actually going to try to do it.
Where are you going to do it
I'm
at?
actually going to try to get people together.
Where at?
Rolling Hills Asylum here in New York.
Oh, it's in New York.
Yeah. But I figured, start small and work big and bigger locations. And like the most haunted location in New York is Rolling Hills Asylum. From what I understand, the second most haunted location is literally a 5-minute drive from me. And
What's
that's Connecticut Hill Forest.
What is it, Mary?
Connecticut Hill Forest.
Uh-huh.
My first few videos were of Connecticut Hill Cemetery. And as I was looking up the history of it, that was actually owned originally by the state of Connecticut. That's why it's called Connecticut Hill Forest.
Oh.
It's state land. So I don't know if New York actually owns it or if the state of Connecticut owns it, because I can't find any information about New York buying it back.
Yeah.
House owned by a couple from Rumford, Maine.
Huh. So I wonder if they are from Maine. They're obviously not living in it.
They could be living in it because they're from Rumford.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so far I have AK Explorations that's coming up. I think South Cac Redneck Adventures are coming up. I asked Clown Paranormal Adventures to come up.
Who else? Is that it?
I asked Holly and her husband to come up, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to make it because the week that I was originally going to do it, we're going to have our son that week. So I'm either going to have to do it the week before or the week after. So it'll have to be a late anniversary or an early anniversary trip. I want to go to Waverly too, but right now it's being so overplayed, it's unreal. Like everyone wants to do Waverly or Penhurst. I want to do someplace that's not overly done. Pam says, small world because my mom grew up in Rumford, Maine, and couple moved into Rhode Island house. Did I ever show you my demon picture from Rolling Hills Asylum?
I think so, but show me again.
Everyone seems to love that picture because, yeah, that is like the best picture. I wasn't even inside of it.
Was it in the window or something?
Yeah, it was in the window. Nope, not there. I gotta find it. Twitter. There it is.
Okay. Yeah. Very freaky.
Yeah. It's can't just show it. Yeah, that's like the best picture.
Yeah.
And that picture was taken with this phone.
Yeah.
That's even cooler.
Yeah, because it's a phone. It's not like it was some $high camera.
Yeah,
know?
and if you can ask anyone who knows me personally, I don't know computers well enough to be able to Photoshop anything like that.
Oh, I know. I hate that when people say, you Photoshop that. And I'm like, I don't know how to Photoshop.
Yeah, there are some things that you can clearly tell are Photoshopped.
Yeah. I've seen things before that are Photoshopped, and it's pretty obvious.
They did have the man with giantism.
Rolling Hills had the man. So was Rolling Hills like a was it a mental health type of place, or was
originally it was an asylum, like an insane asylum. The man with giantism was placed there because they didn't know what else to do with him. He wasn't insane. He was just very tall at a very young age.
It's really sad.
I forgot I saved that picture.
And then later, did they use? Wow, what's that?
That's just a random picture I found on Twitter.
Oh God. So then, did they use it for something else, like a nursing home?
Eventually, it became, what was it? I think they tried to turn it into kind of like a homeless shelter or something like that at first, and then it became like a farmer's market, and then it closed down, and now all they do is tours.
Okay.
And I'm going to message them and see if they can give us like some kind of really cool offer deal type thing to let a whole bunch of YouTubers go and explore.
Yeah, a lot of times those places will. If you have a group, it's cheaper. They'll
Oh
give
yeah,
you a
they,
group
they
rate.
have quarantine packages, and one of the packages is a group from 1 to 10 people for $600 and some dollars. So the more people I can get together, the cheaper the cost
Cheaper.
is.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, a poor farm. That's what they were called. Poor farms.
Poor farms. We had one of those in our county. So basically, it was like people that like they could have mental retardation or disabilities, kind of like a slash. Um, they didn't have like their families couldn't take care of them
Yeah.
or kind of thing. So they went in there. Yeah.
Every county in New York State had one.
Yeah, I think Iowa was the same thing. I think, and like ours, they had like a garden, a community garden, and they would go out and work in the garden and
Yeah, some of
grow.
them just had regular gardens. Some of them had big plantation style, farms
Yeah,
where you had to go and milk cows and stuff like that.
yeah, I think ours had that too, because there's a barn out there, and that way they saved money by growing the crops for the food.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of sad when you think about it.
Yeah.
That makes me sad. I mean, some people live their whole lives in there, and nowadays, people like that they're put in jobs, like Goodwill jobs, or
Yeah.
I mean, some of them are really bad and they can't be, but a lot of them can be rehabilitated.
Yeah. My heart is driving me crazy today.
I got a cold. I'm getting a cold and like, tired.
Oh, good night, Pam. She has
Night,
to go to
Pam.
work.
Night, Pam. It's good to not see you, but see you on Pam. See, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah, when Pam gets ready to go down to Florida, we're gonna meet up so we can actually meet.
Oh, she's gonna go through. Oh, excuse me. She can go through New York.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like she can go around New York unless she goes up into Canada.
I didn't know where she lived.
Connecticut.
Oh, okay. Did not know that.
Yeah, I'm not sure where in Connecticut, but in Connecticut. That much I do. Night, Pam.
Sleep well.
Stop by.
Sweet dreams.
Meet George Jetson.
His boy Elroy. Daughter Judy. Jane, his wife. Ding, 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 ding.
I used to love that cartoon.
I did too. You probably like my phone case.
Where did you get that?
Amazon.
Oh, I'm gonna have to see if I can find one for my POS. I was trying to cover it with monster stickers.
I just got a new pillowcase too. It's got
Skulls on it.
Skulls.
Fleur de lis.
Yep.
At least it looks like fleur de lis.
Yep. And skulls.
My eyes are starting to bother me. I can tell I don't wear makeup very often.
Yeah, makeup bothers me. That's why I don't wear it very often because of my allergies.
Well, see, I don't have an allergy to it. It's just I haven't worn it in so long.
Yeah, I'm not allergic to it, but because I have allergies, my eyes itch, and then I rub them, and then it gets some
Hi,
makeup.
Carrie Ann.
Oh, hi, Carrie Ann. My chat's slow because I can't see her yet.
Yeah, I've got StreamYards on one side and YouTube on the other. Oh, you just missed Pam, Carrie Ann. She's going to bed. She's got to be at work early. I kind of like it because the only job I have is YouTube and being a mom. Which kid just got over a 4-day stretch of strep throat?
Ooh, that's a long time. I hope
Yeah.
I'm not getting it.
Well, he's still dealing with it. He's still on the antibiotics, but it was 4 days of him not being able to go to school or really play or anything.
Did you have a fever that long?
Huh?
Did you have a fever that long?
Yeah.
Because, like our schools here, if they have a fever, they have to be fever free for 24 hours before they can go to school.
Yep.
So,
And his fever broke, and I'm like, yep, you're going to school. He was really upset because he was hoping to be able to go to school yesterday. He just started basketball this year.
oh,
He really likes it. And yesterday was basketball practice. And he missed it.
well, there'll be more.
Oh, yeah. He has basketball practice Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and a game every Saturday.
How old is he?
8.
8. Oh, they started young.
Well, this is the first year, I think, that they're doing basketball. It's not even actually through the school. It's run at the school for the students, but it's done through United Way and the local fire departments and stuff like that. I think it's something to help get the kids ready for, junior high and stuff.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, when I was in school, we didn't start it until junior high.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning. Just
Get some coffee.
not now.
Yes.
Not this late.
I finished off my half a cup of coffee, around like 7-ish, I think it was. I'm good to go for that. And I had a monster.
Oh,
And
God.
another cup of coffee earlier. And another cup of coffee earlier.
I can tell. You're like, la, 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 la. Mary's full of energy.
I'm full of something.
Piss and vinegar. My dad always used to say, you're full of piss and vinegar.
Yep. Although text me tomorrow after I've had 3 cups of coffee and it's about 7 o'clock at night, I'm like, because I go and go and go and go and go and go.
Like the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah. Right now, we're in the process of moving the office from the back room to the front room and moving our bedroom from the front room to the back room. Because having the office in the back is not conducive to me being able to enjoy the family also. So literally, I'm sitting in the middle of my table. This side is full of crap right now because this is like my little makeshift office right here.
So does that mean we won't be able to watch the doorway anymore when you go live?
Oh, no, I'll still do my live streams from right here. But during the day, I can have the laptop in the office, still be able to be social with the family, stuff like that. I won't have to walk all the way down the hall to be social and then walk all the way back down the hall, walk all the way back, back and forth.
That makes sense.
So, yeah, and I'm walking better. I'm not wearing the brace I'm supposed to be wearing, but I'm walking better. So me walking the 75 feet through my trailer doesn't hurt as bad. So we're working on slowly increasing my distance. If I only have to walk down the hall once during the day or twice during the day, I'm good. And right now, we can't even use the bathroom in our master bedroom because the floor is falling through.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, we ended up with a leak springing sometime over the summer.
Oh, no.
been there for a while. So, and as soon as we get everything out of there, we can have the landlord's maintenance man come in and fix all that.
So you rent where you're at?
Hmm?
You're renting where you're at?
Yeah. Hubby and I both have really, really crappy credit scores right now, so there's no way we could even consider trying to buy.
Yeah. It takes a while building them up.
Yeah. Once I can start making money off of YouTube, I'm going to get a secure credit card and slowly pay things off and stuff. Right now, my electric bill is really, really bad. But we also went like 2 years of not really paying it.
Oh, yeah.
So my electric bill is like $3,000.
Oh, my.
Yeah. We turned it off and put in hubby's name. My leg is so itchy right now, and I have no clue why.
Do you need lotion? Is your skin dry?
I think my skin is dry, but it won't really do much good because I haven't shaved my legs in months. So I'd have to fight through all the hair.
Well, still, though, putting lotion on it would help.
Yeah, I think it's just the cold air because since I've had my ankle surgery, I haven't been able to wear a pair of jeans. So I literally live in PJ pants and yoga pants, which are both really thin material.
Yeah.
And the wind goes right through them and dries out my skin. Years ago, Neutrogena came out with this Norwegian formula for hand lotion. I absolutely love the stuff. I can't find it anywhere anymore, but it was almost like Vaseline. And I
Oh,
loved it. It wasn't oily though. And like nothing works on my skin during the winter. I don't care how much lotion I put on it. It doesn't work.
They have so how is it pronounced? CeraVe. CeraVe. Yeah, it's spelled CERVE or CUV. I don't. My dermatologist recommended that for me, and I have really dry skin, and she recommended that brand for me. It's really good.
Huh. I'll have to look into it. I usually use Jergens, but Jergens doesn't work very well with all the hair.
It's too much. It has too much water in it. Basically, the CeraVe is it's thicker. You know, it doesn't have the. You know what I'm saying? It's not as runny.
I like the lotions where I put it on my hand and I can hold my hand upside down and it doesn't move.
That's what that stuff is like. It's like more like a paste. But yeah, when you put it on, it soaks in. It doesn't,
linger on top of your skin.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps saying, "Oh, use Suave, use Suave." No, I've used Suave. Suave doesn't work for me anymore. My skin has gotten too dry for it.
Yeah.
It's just like a lot of people keep telling me to use oil-based makeups for my oily skin. I can't do it.
No.
I still use the old school method of washing my face. I use rubbing alcohol on it.
Use what?
Rubbing alcohol on my face.
Rubbing alcohol? That's what dries your face out.
My face doesn't get dry.
Really?
Next time you're in your kitchen, take some extra virgin olive oil or vegetable oil, put it on your hand, and then rub your face with it. That's how oily my skin is. Just on my face.
Hmm.
My arms, beautiful, nice and soft. My legs, dry as hell.
It's weird.
I am half Italian and half Irish, and I have the worst aspects of both of them.
Yeah, my whole body is dry. My skin is. It's really dry.
You're Irish, aren't you?
Actually, no.
No?
No. I know everybody thinks I am because of my red hair.
Actually,
Um,
I would have said Scottish because of the red hair. It's almost the same
um,
color as my ex's.
no, I'm probably half German, and the rest mostly like um, like English.
Okay.
So
Yeah, Germans have pretty dry skin too.
yeah, because my grandma always had really dry skin, and she was a German mostly.
Yeah, it's time for my makeup to come off. The oil is running through it. Like you can see just from the light how oily my skin is. That's not makeup, that's oil for my skin.
It looks like that way you have a glowing complexion.
That's what a lot of people think at first until they get up close and they're like, wait a minute, ew, that's oil. You should see my hair 12 hours after I've washed it. It's greasy if I try to brush it right now. You'll see the grease if I was to brush it. It's gross. I got the dark hair, the blue eyes, the beautiful tan, but yeah, other than that, it's everything bad.
Yeah, I'm really fair complected, really fair, and I burn easy.
That was a weird sound. The wind must be blowing outside. Sound like something was scurrying across my ceiling.
Are you home alone now?
No, kid is sleeping and hubby is sleeping.
Oh,
Hubby
he
has to be
must
awake at 3 o'clock in the morning.
he must not be on the couch because I don't hear him.
No, he's in the bedroom. He knows Thursday nights sleep in the bedroom. Although if I would go open up the door, you'd hear him.
It's funny that time when he was asleep on the couch.
Oh yeah.
What is that noise?
He started playing one of my former live streams where he was sleeping on the couch. And he's like, "Wait a minute, what's that noise?" I'm like, "Hun, that's you sleeping."
He
He's like,
needs
"Oh."
CPAP.
I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't think I snored that bad." Yeah, you do.
He needs CPAP. Has he ever been tested for sleep? Like,
No, he hasn't been tested either. Have I?
he needs it. You can tell just by his snoring.
Oh damn!
What?
I thought I had a lighter on the table. I usually have lighters everywhere. Ugh, give me a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Ow! Damn! I hate when weather changes. Oh. While I'm up, I'm running to the ladies' room real quick.
Okay.
water doesn't freeze. Residents started a memorial here by the pond and have also set up a GoFundMe page for the family. People are slowly adding stuff to it, flowers and candles. Now we're all trying to come together. Police say these incidents are a tragic reminder. No ice is safe ice. In Carteret, New Jersey, Meg Baker, CBS 2 News.
Okay, well said by that reporter. No ice is safe ice. And Trevor JP said that right from the beginning. So that woman said, maybe install fountains to aerate the water. I think even if you put fences up, that'll be a deterrent, but the kids will climb the fence. I really feel that education through the schools, through the families, through parents, you need to use this obviously as an example. Nicole, this victim's aunt, came to me and said, we want to send out a message in memory of my nephew, which I thought was very strong and brave of her. Not even 24 hours after losing, it wasn't even 24 hours after losing her nephew. She reached out to me and said, we want to do something in his name to help prevent any further. So that's the kind of people this family is. And I commend them for having the strength to want to, send out a message of safety for additional kids that are out there that might be thinking about doing this and going and having some fun, costing their lives. I'm just going to wait until the commercial rolls on this one. This is the last one.
Prescription eyewear can be really expensive. And here's this.
I'll spare you guys that commercial. Yes, thank you for the super chat, Meglo. Meglo sends in super chat saying, my condolences to the family. Thank you, Meg, for always being kind. Appreciate that. Much love to you and yours as well. So here we go.
And the best part?
I'll let this roll in a second.
Tragic thin ice accidents in New Jersey. 2 killed, 3 others hurt after 2 separate cases of teenagers falling into icy ponds.
The victims, a 15-year-old killed in Carteret and a 13-year-old killed in East Brunswick. Both incidents happening just hours and miles apart from each other yesterday. Tonight, the families are reacting and issuing a warning for others.
New Jersey reporter Anthony Johnson is live in East Brunswick. Anthony?
Yeah, we went to the house of the East Brunswick victim. We could hear the family inside the home. They were praying. They were obviously very, very emotional about the tragedy that took place in this pond just yesterday afternoon. Now, a number of people have come out here looking at the pond, reflecting, leaving flowers out here at the scene, but they can't believe that such a young life is gone.
He was a young man full of dreams and aspirations, but now his family is left with a hole in their heart after 13-year-old Yusuf Kella died after falling through the ice in a pond in the East Brunswick Municipal Complex.
He's a good guy, he loves everybody, and he loves to go out of the way for everyone.
Yusuf and his family came to the United States from Egypt in 2006. He had big plans to pursue the American dream.
He wants to be a scientist, and also one of his dreams in the church, he wants to go to the monastery and serve people.
The Coptic Christian family has been gathering and consoling one another, and their neighbors are shocked that such a young life is now gone.
We used to play on my basketball hoop and all that, so I can't imagine what they're going through, but it's tough for them, I'm sure.
This tragedy comes on the heels of another.
Hi, Cody. Hi, Miss Redneck Connection.
Hi, Cody. Hi, Susan.
Don't mind me. I'm taking my makeup off finally.
Hey, I was going to ask you something.
What?
Next time when you're live, and you happen to be making your own cigarettes, can you? I just wanted to watch you. I didn't know you did. No, I think it's so interesting because I didn't know you could do that. And Canadian was telling me about that. And I'm like, also, I thought back from the old days, like when people used to make their own cigarettes, they had to use that paper, And I'm like, oh, she has to take that paper. And they're like, she's like, no, they come in like tubes and they're like regular cigarettes. And
I'm actually getting ready to roll cigarettes soon.
are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, it comes like in a regular cigarette and they just have to fill the cigarette. I'm like, wow, that's really cool. I didn't know. Oh, you do yours too, Susan. That's cool that, you can do it that way.
I had an electric roller. I personally didn't like the one I had. It would like fine chop the tobacco to put it in. Even if it was fresh tobacco, it would fine chop it, and then every time you went to flick your ashes, the cherry would go with it. It was irritating. That feels a little bit better on my eyes.
Don't mind Mary. She's taking a bath.
Don't mind Mary. She's taking off her makeup for the day. See, that's the one I wanted, was one that could press the tobacco. I wasn't really going to complain too much because it was the cigarette roller was given to me for free.
Oh, so it doesn't compress it? It just...
Well, some compress, some chop and put it in. Like the one I had, you put one tube on, and then you filled it full of tobacco, and it would spin the thing in to fill the cigarette, and then it would spin it back out, but it would leave the tobacco in there.
So how's yours work then?
Mine has a little spot that you put the tobacco in, and then you push it like that, and you hold it with a tube here at the end, and it was...
And so does it push it in then?
Yeah, it pushes the tobacco in.
Okay. Susan.
That it does.
So Susan, yours is electric. Huh. So what do you just stack them in there and it takes them one by one? And do you put several in there at a time and it takes one when it's ready? Or do you have to put one in at a time? I'm sorry if I sound short of breath. I'm sick and my asthma's kind of flaring up.
Go to your local organic food store.
I don't smoke, so
no, it's fine. And get crystallized ginger, cinnamon sticks, and star anise. Boil them together for 20-ish minutes in some water, and drink the tea sweetened with a little bit of honey. It'll help.
Help with what?
Any cold symptoms, flu symptoms, upset stomach, you name it. My son calls it Wonder Tea.
Does it taste like crap?
It's actually not too bad. If you like more ginger than anything else, then you add a little bit more ginger. If you like cinnamon, then you could add more cinnamon.
I like cinnamon.
If you like the taste of black licorice,
I like that too.
You could add a little bit more star anise. That's how star anise tastes.
Yeah. Secret is to clean it with alcohol. Because it cleans off out of a handful of tobacco in the tray. Pack it on the groove. Stick a tube on the end and pull the lever.
See, the one I want, you can put an entire carton of cigarettes in, an entire thing of tobacco. You push a button, and it just keeps spitting out cigarettes until all the tubes are gone.
So it's almost like a thing in a factory, almost. Ginger can also be sweetened with honey Ooh, that sounds good. I like honey.
Yeah, I make Wonder Tea all winter long. Next year, I'm gonna work with a little bit of rosehip in it because rosehip has lots of vitamin C without the citric acid, which is good.
So, what is it you need to get again?
Ginger, crystallized ginger, cinnamon.
Crystallized ginger.
Yep, which is just dried pieces of ginger with a little bit of sugar on it.
Okay.
Cinnamon sticks and star anise.
Okay. I used.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't want one that does it in 10 minutes because those machines are just ginormous.
And take your
The one
whole.
I bought is like $200, but I'm trying to quit smoking. So, but if I had one of those machines, I could just plug it in and leave it and just keep rolling cigarettes, and people could pay me for it.
So I wonder where I could get crystallized.
We have a place here called
Ginger.
Green Star. It's a whole food natural co-op. Like you can get vegan alternatives, you can get organic. It's all locally sourced as much as possible.
We got a co-op. I wonder if
Yeah.
it'd be in there.
Yeah, it would definitely be in there. I should actually make a video of me making
How
my
much do you gotta get, or how much
does
it take?
If you boil enough water for like 3 cups, I used 3 big pieces of ginger, 2 cinnamon sticks, and like 4 pieces of star anise.
Okay.
So, and then you sweeten to taste with the honey.
So like the crystallized, is it like ginger, like whole pieces of ginger, or is it crushed up?
I'll show you.
Okay. Oh, I bet, Susan. They would.
Okay, so I've been live for an hour and 13 minutes according to StreamYards. I have not had a cigarette yet.
Good girl.
Just so y'all know.
Proud of you.
Okay.
Did you know that Canadian quit?
Did she quit vaping too? Because there's nicotine in vaping.
No, but she's quit cigarettes, and that's hard.
She
That's
just
really
replaced it with more chemical.
She's doing pretty good.
When I quit, I'm quitting. I'm not going to vaping.
Well, I think she's doing a good job.
Okay, star anise.
Okay.
Oh wow, I gotta get more cinnamon.
Yeah, some sticks.
And then that is 1 piece of ginger, and it's pretty thick too.
Oh, so it's just like a
little
cookie.
bit.
I was thinking it'd be like, you know how ginger is.
It all depends on what they have there.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like an exact science. You know, it all plays into what you like for taste.
Yep. Just mess around with it. So then you boil it all together, or kind of
for about 20 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes. Okay. I will do that. Thank you for your.
You know, and if I add in the rose hips, I'll let you know roughly how much rose hip to add into it too. Write it down because this stuff works for everything. Like as it's boiling, if you are seriously have a serious sinus congestion going on, as it's boiling, just put your face over it for a little bit.
I should write it
down. Off because they don't steam and slide off.
I should write this down because I'll forget it by the time it comes time to go to the grocery store. Like, what was that? I know how I go. Okay. So, crystallized ginger. Ginger. Cinnamon sticks. And Star Anise, right?
Yeah, it's either anise or anise. I'm not sure.
I know. I know it.
Tomato thing.
Yeah, I always called it anise. It's always been that to me anyway. And that's it, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I think we have honey, but I'll write it down in case we don't. I'm pretty sure we have honey. Last I looked, we did. Thank you.
Follow left my stream to go live on D Live. What is D Live?
I don't like it. It's all streaming, and I just don't like the format. And for me, when I go on it, half the time I can't see the words, like the chat. I can't see it. It doesn't show up for me for some reason.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know if it's their fault or my fault or
Both
like
of them?
I don't know. But it's
See,
just,
I understand with D Live you have to pay to actually subscribe to people, but yet you can follow for free.
no, it's free.
Well,
You can,
yeah,
oh,
you sign up for
yeah,
free. It's
if
free.
you want
can
to
follow for
subscribe.
free. But
Yeah,
if you actually subscribe to people, you have to pay for
yeah,
it.
that's true. Yep.
And then supposedly you only get so much actual like free time to stream live.
I don't know about that part. I don't know. I don't know that part. But you can't, it's none of this. Like you can't do well, I guess they do have people on, but it's like when they do have people up in chat, it's like little teeny boxes and you can hardly see them. They're up in the corner and it's really tiny, about this big. It's just, I don't like it. And so many people are going towards that because they say,
Yeah.
YouTube's going to end. There's not going to be a YouTube. And so everybody's
No, there's
running.
always going to be a YouTube.
People are running to that. I just don't like it. I really don't. I've tried it. I keep trying it. And I just, maybe it'd help if I could see the chat half the time, but I can't.
Yeah.
And I don't know. What, Susan, have you ever gone to D Live, and what's your opinion on it if you have? Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
I don't think it is just you because I've heard a lot of weird things. Like I haven't been on it yet, but I keep hearing a lot of strange things about D Live.
Well, Canadian loves it. She goes there all the time now. And
Miss Redneck says that she's never used it.
I don't like it. Cap 7 doesn't like it.
Is Miss Redneck Connection like, I can't think of his name, Ken's wife?
Yeah, it's his Ken's wife.
Okay.
Yep.
I haven't been on one of his streams in so long I forgot his name.
Yeah. Yep. He
goes live at weird times in the middle of the night.
Well, that's because it's when he gets off work.
Yeah.
I'm always in bed by the time he goes live.
Yeah, there's been a few times I've been able to catch his live stream in the mornings. Sometimes I can catch it on a Saturday, but
yeah.
But with Tristan working at Dunkin' Donuts now, he's officially a shift manager.
Oh, good.
Thank goodness for that. He has to be to work by 3 o'clock in the morning because they open at 4.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
You remember that commercial? Yeah, she does do several chats.
Well, I will have to try to catch yours.
I love her chats.
I'm usually so busy during the day now. It's unreal.
She's got fun chats. I like going to hers.
I'm thinking about adding in one more live stream a week because I'm starting to get more and more subscribers. My New Year's resolution was to aim for 10 a month, and so far I've gotten 22 this month.
Oh, good. Good for you.
So I'm thinking about adding in a cooking on Mondays with Mary.
That's a good idea.
I gotta keep my meals within 2 hours so that I don't go over my 20 hours of free time with StreamYards. No,
Oh,
20 hours.
so
10 hours.
what is their deal? How much? What are they limited to?
I think it's 10 hours a month. I don't remember off the top of my head. I've got the email saved still, I think. At least I better. Because right now I can't afford to pay for anything.
Yeah, she does a.
Ooh, mental health chat? That might actually come in handy for me. Because right now I don't have
She's
insurance.
really good at that. She is awesome with the dog training stuff. She's really good at that.
Okay, yeah, she says 20 hours a month, so you must be using the free version too.
She's got a really good. She does really good with the dog training. She's got her dogs trained really good.
I have my cats trained. I can't have dogs. I'm allergic to them.
It's really fun to even watch her. You learn something. Yeah, and then she's got a mental health chat that she does.
Wow, between 4 people? That's crazy. Okay, it wouldn't be back that far. It's 10 hours per month.
10 hours? What are you talking about? I thought it was 20 hours.
No, I'm looking at the email right now. They're putting a 20-hour cap on the free plans right now, but eventually it's going down to 10 hours per month.
Oh, jeez. How much does it cost to pay for the thing? She said it's
wow.
not down to 10 yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
Let's see. I can do the basic plan for $20 a month.
And what's that? What's a basic plan? What's it include? Are they capping you on how many hours you can have?
Unlimited streaming.
Oh, okay.
But it gives you 4 hours of recording and multi-stream to 2 different destinations.
What's that mean?
Where I can go live both on YouTube and say like Facebook at the same time.
Oh, I see. And what's the recording? What's that mean?
It means that StreamYards will record up to 4 hours a month, and then you can post it wherever, I guess. Then you have the professional, which is $39 a month. It has everything that the basic plan has, but you also end up with 8 hours of recording and 5 destinations.
I would never need that. I don't have 5 destinations.
Yeah, I only have 2 that I would need.
Yeah.
YouTube and Facebook, that's it.
I don't even use Facebook even.
Yeah, I knew I kept that email for a reason. I'm not sure when they're cutting it down from 20 hours, though. But I think that was one of the things that hubby and I planned on doing. I just use YouBoob. YouBoob. there was a little video store down home where I used to live called Boob Tube, and we used to call it Rent a Boob. So I came to the realization that I really need to start paying attention to Twitter a little bit better.
To Twitter?
Yeah.
I know.
But,
I'm really bad about that.
well, no. James and Chelsea were in New York.
Oh,
and
yeah?
they went to the Shanley Hotel, which is in Napanoch, New York. I grew up in Napanoch.
Wow.
Oh, doggos are pushing me off the couch.
Her dogs. Oh, my
I
God.
have dogs.
You got to see her dogs. Her dogs are so adorable. Oh, my God.
Yeah, Twitter is definitely helping me with my channel. Like, I have no one from Facebook that's following me. All my friends that claim to be supportive, none of them really have been on any of my chats, or watched my videos and commented. None of them.
You got to see Susan's dogs. She's got Chloe and Spike, and they are so adorable. Chloe has got the most beautiful eyes. She's so pretty. And Spiky, he's this little thing, so cute. They're so adorable. Let me snuggle with her. And they're cute dogs.
Okay, so it's gonna look like I'm trying to show you my boobs. I'm really not.
Oh, yeah, right.
I told you, it's gonna look like it, but I'm really not.
I was going to ask you, did you get your hair trimmed?
Yes, I did. A
I
lot
was
of
going
it.
to say, it didn't look as long when you were walking down the hall, because I was thinking it was a lot longer.
Yeah, if they're on Facebook, they want to stay on Facebook. If
I
they're
don't
on YouTube, they
understand
want to
that.
stay on YouTube. It's
Yeah.
weird.
I don't go on Facebook at all anymore, hardly.
Neither do I really.
It's just, I don't know. I got tired of the drama on there.
Yeah.
Now I come on here and there's drama. I try to stay away from it. So did you donate any of your hair to like...
No, it was really, really unhealthy.
Oh. Yeah, usually the ends are. That's the problem. So you just buy that like from a tobacco store? Like the loose leaf?
Yeah. This bag costs $20.89.
Geez, that's pretty cheap.
That's a 1 pound bag of tobacco.
Yeah. That's pretty cheap, though. Cheaper than when you figure it out in the long run. Then how much do the other parts cost? Whatever you call them.
The tubes?
Yeah.
The tubes are like $3.50, but we get 250 tubes in a box.
Wow.
So that's a carton and 2.5 packs.
Wow.
And we can get roughly 3 boxes of tubes out of one 1 pound bag of tobacco.
So have you ever calculated out and figure out like how much a pack it is? Can you ever...
It costs somewhere in the ballpark of like $2.50-ish.
Wow. That's so much cheaper.
Oh yeah.
Do they taste,
They taste a lot different.
as in not as good?
Right now, they're really strong to me because we just got done smoking actual name brand cigarettes.
Oh.
So the rollies are a lot stronger tasting to me.
Can you get different kind of tobacco, different flavors? Like,
Oh yeah. You can get light. You can get menthol. I charge people $5 a pack.
To do that?
Yep.
How much do packs cost?
An actual pack of cigarettes out here, cheap ones, are like any place between. If you go to the res, they're like $4 a pack. But here in town, the cheapest ones are like 7 something.
And what do you charge them?
Huh?
What do you charge them?
$5.
Oh. That's not bad for a carton, Susan.
No, $10 for a carton isn't bad. You want to roll a few and mail them to me? There's
Considering
actually a
how
company out of Canada that will roll cigarettes for really cheap too.
I didn't see where you put the cigarette when you were done.
Oh, I just put it over here.
I wanted to see what it looked like when you're done.
It just looks like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's $7 for the absolute cheapest, like garbage cigarette. The average pack of Camels is like $11.50.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about Marlboros?
About $11.
Jesus. I remember when I was a kid, I had a friend and he'd have to go and buy his mom's cigarettes, and they were like 50 cents a pack.
Do you live in an untaxed state, Susan? Because the last I knew, the only state that didn't charge tax was Oregon. And cigarettes out there are like mad freaking cheap too. Sorry. Yeah, New York State did away with the sin tax, but we just get regular tax. Everything except for food is taxed here. We don't even have the tax-free back to school shopping week anymore.
Really?
Really?
Jeez.
They did away with that like 10 years ago. I've been on this kick of watching survivalist shows lately. Oh, food is taxed there? I am so sorry.
What is?
Food.
Oh, yeah, ours is.
We don't have tax on food here.
I'm pretty sure we do.
Because it's a federal law to not charge tax on food unless you're using food stamps. Yeah, that's why they stopped charging, because, you know, people were coming in and using food stamps, and they just figured it was easier to take the tax off completely for the food.
Maybe we don't have to
See, we lived in one of the Dakotas. I could never remember which one. I have to remember South Dakota for you two. I'm slowly remembering where everyone lives.
I'm Iowa.
Yeah. You, Carol, and that paranormal chick all live in Iowa.
Yep. I'm going to Google.
Eddie, Jen, and Eli live in Texas.
I didn't know Eli lived in Texas.
Yeah, I didn't either. I thought he lived in Florida, and I was on Boomer's stream with him, and I thought he lived in Florida. And nope, he lives in Texas. Julie is my neighbor.
Who said that?
Susan.
I'm your neighbor. Well, she lives in the state next to me, kinda.
Yeah.
Part of it.
Colleen lives in Wisconsin, I think.
Yeah, she does.
And I know the ghost dog is currently staying with her. Amanda and Fallen live in North Carolina. I think Amanda does. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think she does.
I'm slowly remembering where everyone lives. Like, it's weird.
Food is exempt from, that's right. Food in Iowa is exempt from sales tax, except fast food. Or like if you go to a restaurant or something like that.
Yeah.
Then it's taxed.
Food from a restaurant and hot food here is taxed. But you also can't buy hot food from a grocery store on food stamps.
Yeah.
Here, so.
Yep. Couldn't remember that.
Well, everyone other than Susan and you have taken off on me.
Who else is gone?
Chief took off.
Oh, he took off a long time ago.
Yeah, they all took off. There's only 2 people watching. Yeah, last week I waited 5 minutes and no one showed up. I'm like, okay, I ain't talking to myself. What?
What?
In Washington State, you could buy a Slurpee on food stamps if you don't put the straw in it.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's weird. I know if New York State has their way, they want to eliminate being able to buy steak, most seafoods, and junk food, and sodas, energy drinks, and there was one other thing they wanted to be able to eliminate from being able to buy with food stamps. Because most people will get their food stamps, families that get like $600 worth of food stamps, and 3/4 of it is bought on junk food.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. They consider it prepared food if you put the straw in it.
It's lame.
That makes sense, though.
I know, but it's a technicality that's,
Well, it's just like if you go into a convenience store, you could buy a Hot Pocket on food stamps. But if it's hot, you can't buy it on food stamps. But you could turn around and go over to the machine after you pay for it and heat it up. It's weird.
Well, you can buy Hot Pockets.
But if they're heated up, you can't.
Yeah.
We don't have any actual truck stops really here in New York. So a lot of convenience stores have gone to adding microwaves.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
And you'd actually be surprised at how many low-life truckers here in New York actually have food stamps. They make so much damn money, but yet they have food stamps.
How do they have food stamps?
Because their kids have food stamps. And rather than spending it on their kids...
So they take it out... Oh.
Yep.
That's dirty.
Yeah, see, I agree with the sodas and energy drinks and junk food. I don't agree with the seafood or the steak or... I wish I could remember what the other one was. Oh, it was prepackaged foods like macaroni and cheese and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. They want to eliminate being able to buy like Hamburger Helper, macaroni and cheese.
Why?
Because they consider it junk food. There's so many preservatives in it.
Oh, Christ. Sometimes mom is tired and she gets home and she doesn't have time to make a huge meal. And
oh, yeah.
I was like that. You know, my job, the hours I worked.
On YouTube, I was on someone's live stream. Oh, I'm cooking dinner. You know, not every mom has the time to be able to make a home cooked dinner.
Right.
You know, during the summertime, I will admit I'm the first mom to pull out the sandwich stuff. Oh, here, we're having the same thing we had for lunch. It is too hot to cook.
It happens. You know, that's crazy. I grew up on that crap.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, really. It's just, you know.
No. If you make it every night, that's a little different. But,
yeah,
you know. I grew up on the Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, $7 for salad is ridiculous.
$7 for a salad. Who charges that?
There's actually a lot of stores that you can't walk out of without paying, you know, at least $6 for a pre-made salad.
Oh.
And then you can't even guarantee that it's good because you can't see
you know why? Because they usually put that iceberg lettuce in, which is like worthless. It's not that great.
It's not great, but it's cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Safeways here too. Not like right where I live, but they're here in New York too. Yeah, they charge $7. Walmart's notorious for overcharging on salads.
Yeah.
I can't walk into Walmart and buy a pre-made salad because a pre-made salad big enough to be able to feed me right is $12. But I can walk into Walmart and buy everything I need for $10 and be able to make, you know, 2 or 3 meals out of it.
Yeah. You guys are making me hungry. Talking about food. Well, because we didn't eat lunch, and then we ate like a late lunch, like at 2:40.
Yeah,
I wasn't hungry for supper, and so now we're talking about food. And I'm like, I'm getting hungry.
Well, see, at least you still have like, you know, a couple of hours before you have to be in bed. And not only that, but you're sick, so you can stay up as late as you want and eat and eat and eat and eat and push.
No, I can't eat. I'm on Weight Watchers.
Yeah, see, I can't do that Weight Watchers things. The whole.
Why?
To me, the food tastes like crap. Like the prepackaged stuff, you know, the brownies and stuff. I've tried all that, you know, and it tastes like crap. But then you've got to count points, and you're not supposed to have to weigh out anything or measure anything. But yeah, if you're not weighing stuff out and measuring stuff, how are you supposed to know what points you're using? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me.
You have an app on your phone, and like everything has a barcode on it, and you just scan the barcode, and it tells you exactly what everything is.
Yeah, I use MyFitnessPal for my calorie counting. I can't always use it because I don't have internet on my phone all the time, but it's like today I need to actually correct my calorie count because we went out and had lunch, and then instead of me actually cooking today, we had pizza for dinner.
Yeah.
I had chicken bacon ranch pizza.
That sounds good.
Oh, it was. There's 2 pieces left of that. There's a half a pie left of pepperoni.
Well, I think I'm going to go. I don't feel very good.
Okay.
I'm just getting, I think I need to lay down, maybe go to bed.
Oh,
I'm just feeling, ugh. But I enjoyed talking with you. It
yeah.
was you too, Susan. I'll see you later, and I'll see you later.
I will be up next week.
Okay. Well, it's good. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. We'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Doing so far it's easy, no counting. You get a coach. There's a 2-week free trial, and there's a Facebook group that's great. There's also a promo code. Yeah, I can't afford to pay for anything. I can't even get my Fitbit that I want. I can't afford it. Being out of work sucks. So, Susan, would you like to come up? I can share the link with you. I still got a little bit of time before I have to end this. All right, I will share the link. Copy. Paste. There you go. Hey!
Hello. Hopefully my Wi-Fi will continue to function. My computer's down for the moment, so I have to do this on my phone.
Oh. Are you guys getting hit with that snowmageddon thing?
No, thank God. That's eastern South Dakota, so we had our blizzard back in December, and hopefully that's the only one this year.
Yeah, hubby and I have started talking about moving like southwest somewhere away from the cold because, yeah, our bodies are not handling it with our arthritis.
Yep. Yeah, I end up spending most of the winter cooped up and trying desperately to stay warm. My best friend bought me a pair of super thick fuzzy Sherpa socks. And I mean, they're so thick I've had to like loosen the laces on my tennis shoes like by about 1.5 inches. And they are the only thing that has ever kept my feet warm. So I went really back to Walmart.
Socks, right?
Yeah.
I might have to get a pair.
They are fantastic.
I
mean, I go out shoveling snow in them, and my feet don't get cold.
I have a titanium screw in my ankle. That's why I'm not going out and recording on location right now. You know, and
I think these might benefit you. It'd be worth a try. I got mine for like $7.99 or $8.99 for 2 pairs.
That's not bad.
No, and like the ones that I've got on right now they feel like a real light velvet.
Ooh.
They're really nice. So
Yeah, I'll have to see what I can find around here.
yeah,
Between not having proper socks, I don't have proper sneakers, and you're wearing a hoodie. That's normally my winter jacket.
yeah.
So I have like no proper winter gear right now to go out in.
Yeah.
And not only that, but our truck is down right now, so that doesn't help.
Oh yeah, I just finally got my car back after a month of not having that available due to a flat tire, and then finding out it had a locking nut. It had locking nuts on the back tires.
Oh no.
And so I ended up I got $100 gift card from Amazon for Christmas, and I spent that on 2 tires. And then my parents, I love them to death, found out that I had ordered tires, and they ordered 2 more tires of the same kind, and they all arrived on the same day. But then I had to get the locking nut cut off, and so that was extra money. And yeah, it was a big old mess that could have been real easy if it hadn't been for that stupid nut.
Yeah. Our truck broke down in August, I think it was. Our tree decided to go. Our truck still runs. Our truck will move. You get it above 20 miles per hour, it don't move no more.
Oh, geez.
So we have to turn it off, let it sit for 10 minutes, start it back up, then we could go again. So it's definitely the tranny.
Yeah.
And it's going to cost us any place between $300 to $2,000 to get it fixed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like it would be cheaper just to find a used car on Craigslist.
We have a car right now.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of ours was actually awesome and let us get it from him before we even paid him for it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we haven't paid a dime on it. We're not paying him until we get the taxes in.
Wow. Nice friend.
Yeah, this guy has bent over backwards for us. You know, it's all because we have a kid in the house. And we live, so far out of town, it's unreal.
It's always good to have a friend like that.
Oh, yeah. We could call him up tomorrow and say, hey, can we borrow $300? He'd be like, yeah, sure. Come down and get it.
Wow.
But he let us have his old Honda Civic. The day after Christmas, hubby hit a patch of black ice. Pretty much totaled the front end of it.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So I've got an AC condenser compressor or something like that sitting in my living room right now. We gotta go and buy the charge kit for it tomorrow. Get that put on the car. Hopefully that'll help it run a little bit better.
Yeah.
We've been going through gas like crazy because of it.
Yeah.
We had to borrow a friend's car to go to Syracuse a couple weeks ago because he was training for a shift management position at Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, okay.
The next class he takes will hopefully be this summer, and that'll be the assistant management class.
That'll be good.
He doesn't really want to do it, but he's going to anyways.
You gotta do what you have to do until you're able to do what you want to do.
Yep.
I'm finally in a position where I am going to be applying for phlebotomy school.
What is that?
Phlebotomy, a phlebotomist is the person that comes in and draws your blood. It's the vampire.
Oh! My son is going to have a field day with that one.
So
my son is 8, just so you know, and he's an idiot savant. He's smart in spots but dumb in others.
Uh-huh.
But once I tell him that I actually know somebody who's going to go and be a vampire, he'll want to meet you.
Maybe I can even find my fangs somewhere and glue them on just for him. I got to tell you this story. And if you ever come to one of my mental health chats, you'll find this out anyway, but I've spent way too much time in mental health wards. And back when I was younger. And one time I went and the staff did not search my belongings real well when I went in because they knew me and they knew I was well behaved and, all that.
Yeah.
And it was Halloween time.
Oh boy.
And I had put a pair of fangs and a little bottle of glue in my bag. And so the first morning that I woke up, the first thing I did was go in the bathroom and glue on my fangs. And I went to breakfast with my fangs. And I went through the line, didn't smile at anybody or anything like that. I sat down, and this guy that really creeped me out but really liked me sat down at my table, and I just grinned at him. And he fell over backwards in his chair, got up, knocked over his tray, ran screaming out of the cafeteria, banging on the doors to get back into our unit. Needless to say, I had to remove the fangs and they were confiscated for the entirety of my stay there. But it was well worth it. And he did not bother me again.
That's a good one.
And just to add to the picture, you've seen my husband, right?
Yes.
Okay, so big old burly guy, big old bushy beard. That's pretty much what this guy looked like.
Please tell me that when you met Ken the first time, you had fangs in.
No, but he also was a bit skinnier and was mostly clean shaven and had long hair. So he's gone from rock star to mountain man in 10 years.
That happens when you find the love of your life.
Yep.
You just pretty much kind of give up. Well, whatever, I got
So how long does it take you to make a carton if you're not paying attention to a chat?
If I'm just rolling a carton and like zoning into a show or something,
yeah,
maybe 2 hours.
Okay, that's not too bad.
And that's doing it this way. If I'm using the other machine, we've got one of those slide machines.
Yeah.
Maybe an hour and a half with that.
Yeah. I never could get the hang of one of those. I always used a slide machine until I worked in a tobacco shop, and we had the big machines in a side shop.
Yeah.
And it was a roll your own club, and people would go into the main store and buy their tobacco in their tubes and bring them over to us and pay us $5 to roll 2 cartons, and they would load the machines themselves, or we would teach them how, and then they would do it, load the machines themselves and set it to whatever tightness they wanted their cigarettes at, and then they had a box, a carton box to put them in, and I was basically the person that sat there and took everybody's money and fixed the machine when it broke down. And some people, like there was a group home that brought in people, and they would call ahead of time and reserve like 3 hours for their people to roll cigarettes.
Wow.
And basically then I was helping everybody. I would load the machines and they would catch the cigarettes and box them up. So Yeah, and then after the federal government outlawed roll your own clubs, and the one that I worked in was actually the last one that was open in the country.
We still have one here.
Really?
Yeah.
They're illegal.
This one isn't run by Americans. It's run by some Asian dude.
It's running illegally. They are federally outlawed.
Really? Huh.
Okay, so I'll say I worked in the last legal one in the country. But after that shut down, my coworker, the guy that worked in the main part of the store, he had purchased one of those big machines and had it in his garage, and him and his girlfriend were selling cigarettes out of their garage, and they hired me to roll cigarettes for them. And I was rolling about 40 cartons a day at $2 a carton plus tips. And I generally got about $20 in tips a day too.
Wow.
Because once the people that were buying cigarettes from them learned that, oh, the girl from the Roll Your Own Club was rolling my cigarettes, hey, I'll give her a tip,
Yeah.
So that turned out to be a really good job for 4 years until my boss died in March. So,
Oh.
yeah, that sucked. She turned out to be one of my very best friends, and she was 58, was out scraping ice, and keeled over of a heart attack.
Oh no.
Yep. And here's the crazy part. The only unhealthy thing she did was smoke cigarettes. She exercised every day. She was a very healthy weight. She ate right. She got enough sun. She did everything right except smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yes, she smoked weed, but
Weed's natural.
hey, it's supposed to be cancer fighting, so go figure. And yeah, she died of a heart attack. So,
Wow.
and I say that just proves how dangerous ice is.
Yep.
Well, more people die in the winter from heart attacks from shoveling snow.
Oh yeah.
Than of a lot of other things, especially, obviously in states like New York, the upper East Coast and the Midwest and stuff like that, where we get nailed by snowstorms and ice storms. And
Yeah. I hate living in New York. I do. I lived for 7 months with my dad in Arizona. I didn't particularly like, being confined to 5.5 acres, but that's where I was living.
Yeah.
My dad lived in 3 Points, which is right outside of Tucson.
Yeah. Yeah, after living in Arizona, New York gets awfully cold.
Yeah, I've been back since 2009. I still haven't readjusted.
I lived in Washington State for 16 years, and in the 16 years I was out there, we saw snowfall of more than 1/4 of an inch 3 times. And
In the
it
state of Washington?
Washington State. Yeah.
Wow. I thought they got more than that.
Not where I was. It depends on where you are in the state. If you're over in the Olympic Mountains, or if you're up in the Cascades, you get a ton of snow. Even the way western part of Washington State in the rainforest, they get a little bit more snow.
Yeah.
The northwestern part of the state and the northeastern part of the state get a lot more snow, but where we are, we get a lot of the winds coming in from the ocean, and they warm up the air.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't get a chance to snow. But they just got done having like 3 or 4 feet of snow.
Wow.
Yeah. They got
My son-
nailed. hard.
My best friend lives in Portland. Well, one of my best friends. She lives in Portland. She lives on Hayden Island,
Okay.
which is really close. So she doesn't really get much snow, and when she does, she bitches about it.
Yeah. Well, living in western South Dakota, we get nailed pretty good, but not as bad as eastern South Dakota. And Julie over in Iowa gets a lot of what eastern South Dakota gets. So, yeah, they get nailed pretty hard.
Yeah.
When we're getting like 3 or 4 inches of snow, they're getting feet of snow. So,
Yeah, we're in for a big snowstorm soon. My
oh
joint.
yay.
It's weird because my ankle doesn't hurt when it starts to snow anymore. It just hurts if it gets cold.
Yep.
So that's a good thing. You know, the surgery has helped with that. But now it's my knee, my right knee. Every time we're in for a big snowstorm, my knee hasn't hurt in years like this. My knee is actually swollen right now.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Yep. My knees like to lock up and swell when the weather changes drastically one way or the other.
Yep.
And we were cold for about 3 weeks. And all of a sudden my knees swelled up and started hurting and stuff. And sure enough, now it's like been 45, 50 degrees during the day, and
Holy shit,
going
heat wave.
from what's that?
I said, holy shit, heat wave.
Yeah. Well, going from below freezing to 50 degrees is a little dramatic. So
Yeah. The fun part of rolling cigarettes, tapping them down.
Yeah. That's what I like about my electric one. I don't have to tap any of them down.
Yeah,
they are perfectly
mine was
packed.
just weird. I hated it. Like it. In order to get a cigarette that looked like this, not only would I have to use that machine, but then I'd have to take a pencil after I get done tapping it down, and then I have to put more cigarette or more tobacco in on top of it with a pencil. It just didn't work right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was weird. Like I sat down, I read the instructions of how to do it, and it still wasn't working right.
Well, I found after much trial and error with mine that once I put the tube on and I pull the lever down for it to inject the tobacco, I have to keep a light hold on the tube long enough for it to inject the tobacco, but then release the tube right when it gets to the end of the injection, and it pushes the tube out of my fingers. It's a timing thing that I really had to mess with. But before I figured that out, every single one of my tubes was half full.
Wow.
So, and I thought everything froze. That was weird. Everything froze, and I got the wheel of death. But my buddy at the tobacco shop that sold me the machine, told me what to do, and then I had to experiment with it for myself. But I went through about a carton before I figured it out.
Wow. I think you froze.
Yeah, there we go. Add the wheel of death again. All of a sudden, it's decided that my connection is not good enough. That's what I get for having the low income Wi-Fi or low income internet program. I have the lowest grade internet, so my Wi-Fi is crap.
Yeah.
But it is better than nothing, and it's definitely better than paying $50 a month. I pay $5.95 a month.
Who do you go through for internet?
It's Midco, and they call it the Lifeline program.
Okay.
And you've got to be on SSI or be under a certain income to qualify for it.
Yeah, see, we don't have anything like that out here, I don't think.
Yeah, I've talked to a lot of people, and it seems to be a South Dakota thing. It seems to be actually a Midco thing because the other cable companies out here don't have it. So,
well, that's always a benefit.
yeah, I'm grateful for it because we couldn't afford to have internet any other way.
Oh. Ow! Oh.
That doesn't sound good.
I sat for too long without moving my foot.
Oh, yikes!
Oh.
My stepdaughter's mom, I call her my step ex-wife. She's got pins and screws and plates in her ankle, and it's fused.
I had a subtalar fusion done. All I have is one titanium screw.
Yeah, but her ankle, when it's cold outside, her ankle is physically cold where all that hardware is. You can feel it.
Oh yeah, the titanium sucks up the cold.
Yep.
I have to make sure I get really good boots because I came to the conclusion that this is going to be the only year that I'm sitting not being able to record. I start recording April 1st, going out on locations, doing what I got to do.
Yeah.
I can actually get subscribers and content up other than just live streams.
Yeah. What are you going to be recording? What's your content?
Mostly abandoned locations, cemeteries, stuff like that.
Cool.
It happens to be haunted, then that's a benefit. I can keep going back.
Yeah.
Right now I've got 3 empty houses, all within like 5 miles of me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so, and 2 of them are on the same road, which is
nice.
Absolutely hilarious. One's at one end, the other one's at the other end. And then my landlord owns the house right across the street, and that is empty and falling apart, and yeah.
Right on.
Oh yeah. Everyone wants me to start doing my cooking videos again because apparently, I'm a good cook. Or at least my food looks good when it's cooked. It doesn't always taste so good. So I'm trying to do some swag bucks and Microsoft points to get Amazon gift cards so I can get this it's a cell phone holder with a light on it that I can clip to my cabinets so that I can actually record my food cooking and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't have to try to fight and figure out how to do some sort of stand to hold it, and yeah.
Yeah.
Now I get to fill the packs. Yay!
Yep.
This is my husband's pack.
I had a.
It's a cute little thing.
Let's see if I can. That's my pack.
I like that. That's Egyptian design.
Yep.
I see the Ankh. I used to wear an Ankh on my necklace.
Yep. Oh. My husband had one of the plastic flip top ones like that. Yeah. And one day he was at work and he pressed the front of it to open and it flipped open and then it just flew off.
Yeah, we used to have one like that, and this one doesn't do it, thankfully. It just flips open.
Yeah.
Although eventually he's going to need a new one too.
Yep.
I have a friend named Bubba. He calls this my pimp case because it opens up and only holds 12 cigarettes.
Yeah, I've got one like that. It's camouflage on the outside.
Really? Where'd you get it?
Thrifty Smoke Shop on East North in the town that I live in, which I don't like to say online.
Oh, no. It's fine. I get it. I would love to have a camouflage one. I am obsessed with camouflage. As long as it's the real camouflage, not the hunter flash. Because there is a difference.
And I can't stand the pink and the purple camouflage. Drives me crazy.
See, I don't mind having accents of the pink and purple camouflage.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a traditionalist. Give me the green. Give me the white. Give me the brown. I'm good.
I'm actually wearing camouflage fuzzy pants right now. I
can't find camouflage clothes, so
I got married in a camouflage skirt with a camouflage cummerbund and a camouflage bow tie. And my husband was wearing a camouflage cummerbund and bow tie, as were his best man and all that. So we got married in the back of a mud truck. My dad drove me up the aisle on a tractor. Yeah. There's a reason we call ourselves rednecks.
You went really redneck. Wow. That is
well, we had both Ken and I had traditional weddings. I mean, I got married in a church with the white dress and the veil, and I was 4 months pregnant. You can't get much more traditional than that.
No, not really.
And, we both decided that, we were in our late 30s. This was a second marriage for both of us, and we wanted it to be exactly the way we wanted it. And so we did not let anybody have a say except for us, and we decided on everything. And my dad offered his place to have the wedding, and it was an absolutely beautiful backdrop with Crow Peak in the background, and it was wonderful. And we got married in late October, which out here is really taking a chance.
Oh yeah.
And it turned out to be a 60-degree day, lightly overcast, so it wasn't the sun beating down on us or anything. And yeah, it was perfect. So
yeah, I'm on marriage number 2, and hubby is on marriage number 1.
Right on.
And we just did a simple little hand fasting in a park. I threw the wedding together in a week and a half.
Oh, nice. I did mine in about 3 months, and I had my mom's help, so my stepmom, but I call her mom, so.
Hey, she's still mom, right?
Well, she's been more of a mom to me than my mom that raised me was, so.
I get it. I got lots of adopted moms. I don't even talk to my own mother anymore.
Well, and the funny thing is I'm adopted. The mom that raised me adopted me, and I've met my birth mom, and she and I talk all the time. We text constantly and, have a fantastic relationship. So I've got 2 moms in my life now. So, yeah, that's pretty fun.
Yeah, I call him my son. He's technically my stepson. My husband adopted him from his what would have been possible girlfriend at the time when they first met, or when she first got pregnant. So him and his ex adopted him. But he knows he's adopted. He knows that he was chosen to be loved.
Yeah.
He knows who his birth mother is. He calls her Aunt Car.
Mm-hmm.
He's never met his biological father, and if I ever see him again, I'm going to kill him. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
I've met the man once. He stayed at my house. He's my ex-husband's best friend, or at least was. And when I first met him, I had to punch him in his face because he walked in my house. I didn't even know who he was.
Oh, wow.
Yep. I was 18 when I did that. Remove that before I forget about it. There we go. I'm actually surprised I didn't get any trolls tonight. I usually have at least 1 or 2 trolls somewhere.
Oh, funny. I've only had one serious troll problem. It was the same night there were like 3 other YouTubers connected with the Rednecks that got attacked by this one troll, and he had like 54 troll accounts, and he was just coming in the chat with account after account after account, and he wasn't really saying anything nasty, but he was just taking over the chats. And in my chat anyway, in the other chats, he was coming in impersonating like my husband or a couple of the other YouTubers and saying really nasty things about some of the other people in the chat. Wow. And so, yeah, it got pretty thick that night, but
no, the worst night I had with trolls, they kept coming in and they were using Minecraft names.
Oh, okay.
That was an interesting night. There was like 7 of them, and they just kept coming in waves, and it wasn't anything bad. It was just actually kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just funny because they don't have anything better to do. I mean, there's so much to do on YouTube alone, and
yeah,
they got to sit and irritate people.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, go irritate someone else for me.
Yep. It's the same color.
What are you
Almost
drinking?
the same color. It's Hawaiian Punch Fruit Juicy Red. It's a little packet of powder that you pour into the water bottle.
Mine is apple cider vinegar, strawberry, pineapple. It's one of the squirt things from Walmart.
Right on.
I think this is what's been helping me lose the weight, truthfully, because I've managed to lose 10 pounds in a month.
Nice. That's nice and healthy too.
Yeah, and I'm not very active. But I've noticed my energy levels are going up because I'm losing weight.
Yep.
You know, it's weird.
Yeah.
I'm dancing more. I have to be careful with the dancing, but I'm dancing more.
That's a good thing. That's a good way to get exercise.
Oh, yeah. I love to dance. In fact, my ex's uncle, like 3 days before he passed away, the last thing he said to me was, anytime you want to go dancing, let me know. I will take you.
Cool.
That was the sweetest thing that he said to me. The short, 4 months that I'd known him, that was the sweetest thing ever he could have said to me. And then he passed, 3 days later. It was sad.
Yeah.
I cried.
It's good to have that memory, though.
Oh, yeah. His son actually gave me his cane, and I still have it.
Oh, cool.
I won't let anyone use it. I flip out if anyone uses it. No, that's mine. Don't use it. Don't touch it.
Okay, this is kind of on the same subject, but kind of off the subject. My birth mom has her dad's false leg. Okay, but it gets better. She has a Christmas cactus growing out of the top of it. And it stands up in her living room.
That is
with
epic.
his shoe on and his sock on, and yeah.
I love it. That is
It's
absolutely great.
the first time I walked into her house, I saw that and I'm like, I think we're gonna get along.
I can't really say much. I'm excessively morbid. I have my uncle's ashes.
Hey,
They're still in the same box. It's labeled Uncle Ed. And if anyone comes in my house that hasn't met him, they usually end up having to say hi.
well,
I'm weird like that.
I live in a trailer park, and so we
Hey,
own
me
the
too.
trailer. We so we own the trailer and lease the lot, and we've got, let me see, 1, 2, 3 pets buried in the backyard since I moved here. And then I can't tell you how many pets buried in the backyard before I moved here, from Ken's former girlfriend and Ken, when, so we are faced with probably having to move out of here and losing our trailer because the landlord wants to make this place into a swanky little suburb and instead of a low income dump. And so it's like, okay, I don't mind losing the trailer so much because it's falling apart, and the opportunity to move into somewhere a little bit more watertight and mouse proof would be good. But
cats, they'll eat the mice.
well, we've got 2 dogs, but the mice usually hang out on my counter, and so I have to use traps for those. But the thought of leaving all of the buried pets behind for some reason bothers me, because like Spike, my one dog, goes out and lays on top of Possum's grave because that was his buddy, and it's been 2.5 years since she died, a little over 2.5 years.
Ooh,
and
yeah,
he still goes out there.
That's gonna be bad.
Yeah. And like my first dog is buried out there, and it's like, oh man. But gotta move on.
So do you know when you have to move?
What's that?
Do you know when you have to move?
We haven't got official notice from the landlord yet, but my step ex-wife got notice from the landlord 2 days ago that she has to give up her trailer and get out, or give up her trailer and rent a new trailer from him for more than 3 times the amount that we're paying right now. That's her choices.
Wow.
Or move her trailer out, which is impossible because it's a 1978 and it would fall apart before they got it out of the park.
Wow.
She's going to lose her trailer that she's paid for. And that's the same with us. Our trailer is way too old to move. It's a 1972.
Mine's a 73.
Yep.
You can tell because it has the barroom padding above the door. It has the nasty brick wall with the barroom padding above it.
So funny.
I walked in and I thought I was looking at my mother's trailer. Which my mother's trailer is a 73.
Yep.
The only difference between this trailer and my mother's trailer is that all 3 bedrooms are in the back at my mother's trailer, and there's only 1 bathroom. This trailer, 1 bedroom's up front with a bathroom in it. So it has 2 bedrooms.
Nice. Yeah, that's my goal for my big girl house, is to have 2 bathrooms.
Yeah, you probably need it with Ken.
Well, it's actually me, because I have like the world's smallest bladder, and I have impeccable timing, because he will literally be getting out of bed to go to the bathroom, and I'll rush in there right before him because I have to pee. Every time. So we need 2 bathrooms.
Yeah. Small bladder, overactive bladder. My husband is
Yep.
diabetic with an overactive bladder and an 8-year-old.
Yeah. You definitely at a minimum need 2 bathrooms, maybe even 3.
I'm considering buying a place with 2.5 baths.
Yep.
Hi. My cat
I,
is
I
so horny right now. She's in heat,
oh geez.
but she's
I
adorable.
remember those days.
She's pure black. Her name is
Oh.
Sarah.
She's pretty.
She doesn't meow. She coos.
Oh. How old is she?
Just over 3.
Okay.
I would love to breed her, but she's got too many health issues.
Yeah.
She was the runt.
Ah. Oh, I heard that.
Oh, the coo?
Yeah, she sounds like a little pigeon or a dove.
Yep.
Well, I think I'm gonna hop off here. I've got
I
to.
was going to say it's time for me to end my live stream.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me up. It was good to
Yeah.
meet you.
I think I have you on Twitter. If not, I will find you. You have a Twitter, right?
Yes, it's under the same name, Mrs. Redneck Connection.
All right. Do you have a link on your page for it?
I don't think I do. When I get my computer back up and running, I will fix that. I'm glad you asked me.
About?
All I've got a link for is Ken's merch, Ken's PayPal, and my PayPal, I think.
Yep. PayPal, merch, and PayPal.
Yeah. Now that I've actually got a Twitter in this name, I need to put that on my about page.
I have Twitter. I have Instagram. I have YouTube. And I have a Facebook page of Everything Pagan.
Mm-hmm.
I run that myself with Canadian. I don't know if Canadian's been on lately. I know I haven't been. I also have merch and a PayPal.
Yeah, I need to start coming up with some merch now because Ken has his, and now that my channel is actually taking off, I hit 300 today, so...
Congrats! I'm still under 200.
Well, it's... I've been doing a lot of live streams, and then I started doing the organized chats, and when I started doing the organized chats was when I started really getting people coming in, so... But
Yeah.
I've also got the advantage of the redneck name, so that helps. But anywho, I'm gonna take off.
All right.
So
it was nice actually meeting you on camera.
Yeah, it was good to talk to you. So I will see you again.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go. End broadcast. Keep dreaming, everyone.